If you're a dropshipper and you're looking right now into native advertising platforms like Taboola and Outbrain, then this is your video. Because in this video, I will not explain you why Meta is bad or why Google is bad. I think you're well aware of that. So in this video, you will learn exactly what's the structure to set up a campaign, what's important, what are the 5 pitfalls the majority of guys fall over, and how you can use this video to save a ton of money. If you don't know me yet, my name is Marcel. I'm used to run one of the largest native advertising agencies out there. I spent more than $100 million in native advertising platforms like Taboola and Outbrain, and I run this beautiful YouTube channel. By the way, if you're not a subscriber yet, hit the subscribe button now, because this will ensure that you will never miss another video about native ads here absolutely for free on YouTube. So this video has a few multiple parts. First part is like my monologue here, kind of like where I explain you why native ads make sense, what you have missed maybe if you never run native ads so far, and yeah, what's the current status quo now in summer 26. After that, I'm going to show you some examples, and I have a Google Doc prepared, so we will go through it on my laptop here. So everything is prepared. Let's start with it. So first thing, why native? Why you should care? What's the difference between native? So native is usually an audience, or the native audience is usually not on the target list of a lot of dropshippers. The reason behind that is simple, because the native audience is slightly older. When we speak about native traffic, the traffic is around like 35 plus. So the sweet spot is, I would like to say, around like 55, 60 years. So you have people between 35 and let's say around 70 years old. And these kind of people usually don't find on other platforms like Meta or like Instagram and TikTok. So I like to compare native with TikTok, because TikTok and native, these are two very opposite traffic sources. TikTok on one hand side, very young audience, very fast living, and native on the other hand side, very slow, not a lot of ad fatigue, and yeah, a different audience, a very old or a significantly older audience here. But the good news is the audience is older, you have less ad fatigue because you're not just running to create new creatives. That's one hand side. But the other hand side is also because of the audience, or because of the older age of the audience, people are able to spend more money. So the AOVs on native are usually higher than on all the other platforms. That's a positive thing. Plus the other positive thing is like the CPMs, CPC are usually cheaper than on other platforms. And I just spoke about ad fatigue. And we have a few examples here today, for example, from one brand which runs the same offer, the same advertorial for more than 13 months already successfully. And yeah, you see already, of course, they sometimes adjust the ads a bit, but you just have image ads. It's very easy to create. Even AI nowadays can create it. So the thing is here, you don't need to always hire UGC creators and take care of content. No, it's significantly easier and way more static. So here you see a few examples. Blissy is a story advertorial, runs for more than 12 months. Free Motion Shoes, it's a founder story, 58 ads live. Genius Gizmos, listicle for 55 years plus. And Pulse Laser Relief, it's a mechanism guide, which is like 15 months already live. Everything is live, everything is scrollable for you. And this is something with which is like live for a long time. And to be honest, I make this YouTube channel already for a couple of years, and every year I create a video like that, especially for dropshippers. Why? Because right now in summer 2026, or in summer in general, is the best time to start with native ads. Because we all know Q4 is coming, and it's too late if you start like late Q3 or early Q4, then the train has left already. So you need to start now, because native ads, as mentioned previously, is slower than the other platforms. You cannot start native ads today and buy a Lamborghini tomorrow. It's not gonna work. So native ads needs a bit of time because it's very broad. So you start broad and you narrow it down. And this process takes a while. So this doesn't happen from today until tomorrow. This process takes like 4 to 6 weeks to narrow everything down until you find the right angle, until you find the right advertorial, until you find the right ad mechanics which are working for your account, for your audience, for your product. So that's the thing. And therefore it's the best moment to start now in summer, prepare everything, and then scale like crazy in Q4. That's the whole secret sauce. So the dropshippers that are printing money aren't smarter than you. They just plugged into a system that does the heavy lifting for them. And this video here, at least that's my personal goal, will help you to give you the system, to give you the outline a bit, to understand native a bit better. So let's jump on the screen and I will show you a bit more. Alright, so as mentioned already in this video, no theory, you will see 4 live tutorials that have been running for months. And these are like patterns, not one-offs. So why you should care? As mentioned already, every dropshipper on earth is fighting with the same meta auction. This is exactly the problem. So every dropshipper and every dropshipping course you learn, meta is the thing to go. And I totally agree here. Meta is definitely the easiest form of making money in the beginning. But at one moment you hit the ceiling, you hit the invisible ceiling. So I don't know any dropshipper who is telling you after like 2 or 3 years of running successfully Meta ads, hey, Meta is such an awesome platform, I just love it. No, everyone complains. Either account bans, random account bans, then CPMs are rising, everyone can basically steal your funnel. And you know, there's the Facebook ads library. I basically just can see your ad, go there, copy the whole Shopify store with AI within a few minutes and run exactly the same offer. So it's exactly, as you can see here, it's the same meta auction, same products, same UGC style. Some people are even stealing their ads and just you see the same ads over and over again, the same UGC ads over and over again. And the result is same rising CPMs. Native ads on the counter side is different. It's the open web, so you don't need an account there. So you basically reach every person out there who has access to the internet. And this is a huge benefit. The audience is older, they read, they have money, and almost no dropshipper is talking to them. So it's like the golden age, you know? It's like people finding gold mines. Either you can join it now, or you wait 2-3 more years until everyone is there and you miss the train. So right now, use the summer, honestly, it's like summer 2026. Use the summer to start native ads and to set the foundation to a very successful dropshipping store who can print money with the help of native ads. That's your video. By the way, if you like this video and if this video really will help you, is going to help you to make this money, I would highly appreciate you like. So back to the topic. The thing is here, the rule of this channel, an ad that runs for months is profitable usually. So nobody pays for a loser for a year. So today we're going to reverse engineer the winners. And yeah, it's like less competition. It's not a hack. It's a whole different system. You can see here, these are the 4 patterns that run for months. All page selling, no VSL. By the way, you see the majority of VSLs in affiliate marketing. For dropshipping, I don't really recommend to start a VSL, and all are aiming for a 35 to 70-year-old reader. So pattern 1 is the story advertorial. And you will see it a bit later. I will show it with you. Just remember the things. So it's like a silk pillowcase brand. Hidden camera reveals hotel bedding dirty secret. It's running over a year on Outbrain. It has around like 1500 words, which is already a slightly longer advertorial. So the usual or the average advertorial, I would like to say, is around 800 words. This one is like almost double as long. It has 0 video. And yeah, a pillowcase sold through a story. You cannot stop reading. It's like very attending. You know, this is the thing. People are, when they get in touch with native ads, they're in reading mode. They want to read more. They want to be entertained. So give people a story. Yes, you can sell your product, but give people a story. And by the way, I also, if you want to learn more about advertorials and everything, the last videos I've published here on my channel are about advertorials. So if you want to learn more about them, check them out after this video. We will also link them here somewhere up. Pattern 2 is founder story. Use that. And founder story, obviously, in the majority of cases is fake. Like here, you will see it later with comfort shoes. These Bellini brothers never exist. But yeah, that's the whole thing. It's like a fake founder story. It's basically 2 Italian shoemaker brothers, a craft story, a comfort promise for people. And that's the whole magic in the background. They make millions with just 58 ads in the background. Pattern 3 is a listicle. So a listicle is basically, you've seen this a lot of times, the 7 things your doctor will never tell you, the 10 things how to get your ex back, something like this is a listicle. And people like to read listicles actually because it combines a story plus it combines a number. Or it's a brain pattern. why it works so good. And yeah, this is a very long one with 8,400 words, dozens of products, each with a mini demo, usually used by affiliates, to be honest, but you can also use it for your store. Just either you have multiple products or you have multiple stores, so you can combine them if the products make sense for the same audience. So if everything is going into the pain niche, for example, if you have a product against neck pain, knee pain, head pain, whatever, then you can also combine them, like combine multiple dropshipping stores into one listicle. That's possible, or you just use one product and create multiple angles, like the 7 things your doctor will never tell you about back pain or something like this. You get it. And the fourth pattern is the mechanism guide. A Shopify store selling laser therapy devices for joint pain. And yeah, it's like an educational guide basically. It's not like a shop, so it's education. And by the way, education is something which works fantastically on native. The reason behind it is simple, because native ads are basically ads that are not looking like ads. So people don't feel that you sell them something. They feel like more they discover something by themselves. And that's the magic here. That's the magic pattern. People read something, they see something. No one is like forced to click into it. You know, it's the difference. Like if you watch this video here on YouTube and you don't have YouTube Premium, then you will see an ad sooner or later. And to be honest, everyone hates those ads. I mean, I don't know anyone who's like, oh, nice, another ad. No, everyone just waits to click the skip button. And the thing is, native ads is quite the opposite. People don't realize it's an ad. So they see a topic they're interested in, they click on it, they read about it, and then they read more details about it. So they feel educated and entertained. And with this, it's way easier to sell something because people are not pushed into a selling path. So always when you talk to people, do you like sales reps? Everyone's like, no, I don't like sales reps. But you know, they don't like this hard seller sales reps. Everyone loves a sales rep who is doing a fantastic job. And that's native ads. So if you do it correctly, native ads is your sales rep 24/7 out there, or basically your advertorial is your sales rep who does a fantastic job. That's the whole thing. The pattern you can see here is like a real story structure, more than 1,000 words, and don't make it look like an ad. And yeah, sometimes you can even read the URLs, by the way. So some of them, if you click into, if you have a tool like Anstrax, which is basically a paid tool like the Facebook ads library just for native stuff, then you can even see sometimes how they are named, like Outbrain, desktop, tablet, US conversion, or here you can see Outbrain, ecom, US static, W2 desk. So just click into the URL and you can see sometimes patterns. A very huge learning is please never ever link to the product page. So on Meta usually you have a video and then you link straight to the PDP. Absolutely makes sense. On native you don't have the video, so you have very cold traffic. You need to warm up the traffic. So use an advertorial in between, and as mentioned previously, I've recorded or I've published here on this channel recently 2 videos just about advertorials, so feel free to watch them after this video because they will learn more about the patterns in an advertorial and how it should be structured and like this. So definitely check this out, please, because cold traffic is in reading mode. Nobody who met your brand after 4 seconds will pull out the credit card. No one trusts you. Give them reasons to trust you, to believe in it. You know, people like to buy. You just need to give them reasons to buy, and therefore, there's the advertorial as a kind of like bridge page in between to help you really, to help people to buy your product. That's the whole idea. The advertorial is your salesperson. The store just takes the order. So the advertorial is your best available salesman out there. And the better the advertorial, the better is your campaign and the more successful is your campaign. I've seen some fantastic campaigns which were unprofitable just because of the advertorial. And after you change this, like I always like to go through in the past, like I'm used to draft the things on a single sheet of paper, to draft a funnel and just write down like ad CTR, ad conversion rate, CTR of the advertorial and CTR and conversion rate of the PDP. And afterwards I saw like at a glance, where's the bottleneck? And in the majority of cases, the bottleneck was the advertorial, and you can measure it easily just with the click-through rate, for example. So if the click-through rate is around like 9% of the advertorial, I can tell you that's your bottleneck. It should be around something like 18 to 22%. Something like that is a good CTR for an advertorial. Everything like in a low, like one digit or one number thing, like everything under 10 sucks. Don't use this. It's a very, very bad advertorial. And this will cost you a lot of money. So that's the setup I can recommend you. 3 to 7 advertorials live at once with different angles. You need in the beginning to see, or to test, basically not to see, to test which angle works the best for your advertorial. And this is what I mentioned in the beginning of this video. So you cannot start today and expect fantastic results tomorrow. You need to test it, you need to narrow down the funnel. And this takes a couple of weeks. So therefore, summer 2026 is the best time to start with your native advertising campaigns in order to print money in Q4. So always, or try at least to have like very different angles here. One campaign, one tracker in the middle, so always use a tracker. And by the way, Hyros, Triple Whale, or any other of like these kind of tools are not native advertising trackers. A native ads tracker is something like Volume, Red Track. These are native ads trackers. And you need them sooner or later. In a nutshell, why you need them? Because of the server-to-server tracking. Without the tracker, it will be very messy to ensure smooth tracking. So I can just recommend you to use a tracker, but why and everything would be a bit too much for this video. Cold start with automatic bidding. Don't overcomplicate the things. Don't over-engineer the things. Just focus on the funnel. Don't focus on the media buying in the beginning. Focus on the funnel and focus on avoid making huge mistakes. So that's the thing, and always separate the campaign. So always put campaign like mobile and tablet together in one campaign and desktop in the other campaign. This will ensure that you don't pay too much for the same click or not enough for the same click, because desktop and mobile devices, they have different CPCs and therefore you need to separate them. You see already there are a lot of things you need to do, or here also 5 things you need to definitely avoid. If you want to learn more about this, I've recorded also a 6 video series, which you can see here. That's the whole system behind 100 million in native ad spend. It's 6 videos. It's absolutely for free. How it works: you type in your first name, your email address, and I will send you the first video right away. Every day 1 video. You can see here exactly what we will cover here in these videos. It's definitely worth it. People told me already it's fantastic value. Why give it out for free? So yeah, check it out. It's in the show notes below. Again, it's free. You just need 2 details here. As soon as you click this button, I will send you the first link right away. But now back to this, because I cannot cover here all the details in this video. It will be a bit too long, but a lot of things I cover here in this kind of videos here. As you can see, here's like everything covered. So yeah, the 5 most common mistakes I've seen, and I kindly invite you to avoid them, is linking straight to the P2P. Test one advertorial. Please never do this. Guys, I've seen this so often. People, they just write one shitty advertorial, link to it, and then they say native ads doesn't work. Yeah, of course it doesn't work if you just use one advertorial. Trust the default conversion tracking or column. This is super dangerous. Therefore, you need a tracker in between, because if you use the regular standard implemented tracking from Taboola or Outbrain, it usually overcounts significantly. So don't use it. Use the device split, as I told you before, like combine mobile and tablet traffic and separate desktop traffic in a separate campaign. And yeah, don't use the meta habits. Try to reset, kind of like reset your brain as good as possible to erase for native ads your whole meta knowledge and try to learn the things new. Because it doesn't work like this, killing a campaign after $60 spend, day trading bids, optimizing everything. So it works very differently, and you need to understand this, and you will get used to it, don't worry. But now what I want to show you is how a good advertorial looks like. Like here's one example. The majority, by the way, are optimized for mobile. Therefore, they look a bit weird here on my desktop. But yeah, these are like advertorials which are live for more than a year. So this is one. You see here the pattern. here with special offer, apply discount and check availability. By the way, this is like a CTA I used like a lot of times. With check availability on native, this works the best because of the, like everyone reads it now and people have like this FOMO. So yeah, that's a very good advertorial. Why it's good? Because this image here, this picture here is very catchy. That's one thing. It's very easy to read. If you read the story a bit later, just check it out. It's really easy to read. It's fun to read. This is one thing. The other thing is like here, AI generated products. It gives you kind of like personal touch. It's a stupid shoe, but it gives it a personal touch. And also here, easy to read. Because it's a very competitive field, it goes straight to the product. Because shoes are for more than 2 to 3 years on native, like a huge field. I've seen brands which were running like 35, 40K per day, daily budgets just with barefoot shoes and this kind of stuff. Oops. So this market is already oversaturated. So in this case, I would never recommend you to go straight to the product. But in this case, because the market is so oversaturated, it makes sense. And you see how long is the advertorial. It's just a shoe basically, but you see how long is it. But yeah, it's pretty good. Honestly, it's pretty good. Definitely check this out. It's a very good advertorial. The other one here is like a listicle. And this you see, as mentioned previously, usually for affiliate marketers, because people ideally purchase multiple products from one long listicle. Therefore, you see also now the listicles are way longer than a couple of years ago. Now it is like 70 plus. So a couple of years ago, you had like listicles with 7 to 10 products. Now they're like 70 because in an idle case, people purchase more than just one product, and then you get multiple affiliate commissions. This is now an extreme example. I get it. You can do this with yourself for yourself. Again, either you have multiple dropshipping stores, as many of you guys out there, or you have one dropshipping store and use like just a pattern for something else, like the 7 things your wife is hiding from you, something like this. And yeah, also here again, this one is not really made for desktop, but you get the idea. This is very educative. It doesn't look, it looks more like this is, by the way, against everything which you can, which you usually know about conversion rate optimization, but it's very informative. And it also depends, it's a cultural thing, but in Europe, for example, a lot of countries, like for example in Germany, they like to read this kind of like papers. And there you see a lot of people, they like to read this plain text just with a lot of background information, linked studies and this kind of stuff. So if it's something a bit more health related, I can definitely just recommend you to try it, because in many things it can work pretty well. Yeah, this is, again, if you want to learn more about this, also check out here, Campaign Lab, free video series. It's definitely worth it. And that's already the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope it will help you to establish native ads, doesn't matter if it's Taboola or Outbrain, as a scaling channel for your dropshipping brand, or maybe you have multiple brands. So if you like this video, I would highly appreciate if you give me a thumbs up, and of course if you subscribe to my channel to receive updates when I upload a new video here about YouTube. Have a good one. See you next time. Bye bye.